How to listen to understand instead of listening to respond. Harrison Butker edition, because I think he's wildly divisive, and while I disagree with almost everything he said, I want to show the steps that I took to try to better understand instead of just criticize. Step number 1. Context is really important. He was speaking at a conservative Catholic school, so you would expect his beliefs to be a certain type of way. You wouldn't go to a pride parade or a pride rally and be surprised at their stance on same-sex marriage. You shouldn't go to a conservative Catholic school and be surprised at their beliefs on things like abortion and same-sex marriage. Step number 2, listening to the full context and the full conversation of what was said is also really important. The part that everyone is up in arms about is the part where he says that a woman's most important role is as a mother and a wife in the home. What then gets cut off and didn't go viral is the part where he actually says that a man's most important role is as a father and in the home. So for me, this was less of a sexist remark and more of just placing the highest value on family and putting that above your career, which I think that anybody who has had both a career and a family would agree that you should put your family first. Now, that being the only part of the speech that I did agree with. But then finally, step number 3, how relevant is this to your life? For me personally, he's not a friend of mine. He's not going to be. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I didn't even know who this guy was until this week because I only cheer for Patrick and Taylor Swift's boyfriend like everybody else on the planet. And then finally, I also don't respect people's opinions if I don't respect their intelligence, and he seemed to have forgotten who the president was at the time of the COVID lockdowns, as well as not really understanding the macroeconomic impacts of birth control and pretty much just like everything else that he said. So for me personally, again, not relevant to my life. And because I don't respect his opinion, I don't let it steal my peace. So I hope you don't let it steal yours either, and that you count your blessings, love yourself, and stay fabulous.